season, yeah? And be honest now, be honest.
Ethan played 37 games last season.
Yes, but how many times did he come off of the bench getting literally microwave minutes? And his performances
because it's his first season.
Okay, but now it's not his first season.
And now it's 3 games.
And also, when Odegaard got injured last season, you remember, we was playing Moreno's, we was playing Trossard, we was playing everybody in the 10 before we played Ethan. Yes or no? Am I lying?
Yeah, because Ethan came in as a right winger.
Did Ethan get into the team? He didn't get into the team as a starter. We were playing other players in his position when Ethan was the clear second choice for the number 10. Am I lying?
No, he started some games in the Champions League and in the EFL Cup, and later on in the season in the Premier League.
You talk about having an honest conversation. If you don't want to have an honest conversation.
No, but he did start games in the Cup, in the Champions League, and later on in the season when we had
talking about in the league. When Odegaard got injured, we didn't straight away put Ethan in the team. And Ethan
was a mistake.
Thank you. So when we're skeptical, listen to what I'm saying. When we're skeptical about this manager, is because when we see players that are in form, he takes either too long to assimilate them into the team, or he plays other players that are inferior in that position over them. The same with Dauman. Whether you want to give him 40 minutes, 30 minutes, Dauman should be given more minutes than what he's being given over certain players that we're trying to move on. I never said to you that he needs to play 90 minutes every game, Egal. But a player that we're supposed to move on, like Martinelli, should not be getting more minutes than Ethan. And if it's not Ethan, then play... if it's not Dauman, then play Ethan then. Because he played Ethan on the wings. So why is Martinelli getting into the team over Ethan? This is where we critique this manager, Egal, and you can't deny it. We've seen certain players and we see the level that they can bring to the team. We see favoritism. We see players that are playing well, and the manager, your words, is not being ruthless enough. It's valid critique, Egal. Not everything you need to get defensive about when we can see it with our eyes. You're not telling me that Martinelli was one of our best players in pre-season. Madueke, you're telling me that he could be a bit part player, he's not a starter. Why is he starting? Because his performances have not been good enough. They haven't. His best performance starting the season is when everyone was shit because it was the wrong lineup. He was the best out of a bad bunch. Okay, but that is the level for him to be our best player.
You guys are not going to come back to me after we play versus Nottingham Forest, Newcastle.
It's not about first, it's about end of the season.
No, hear me out. After the next 3 games, when Eze's playing as the left winger and Odegaard's playing in the 10, and the team looks a lot more fluid and everything looks a lot better, and everything is and a lot of our problems creatively have been solved, and Martinelli's on the bench, and you guys are no longer crying about Martinelli starting, and Saka maybe even comes back fit and plays in one of those games, then everything's gonna look a lot better, and all of a sudden you're not going to have the same complaints. You're not going to have the same criticisms of the manager. You're going to say, you know what, maybe 3 games was too much of a small sample size to start losing my shit. Because guess what? Last season is not an example of what's going on this season. Max Dauman is 15 years old. I'm not hearing it that he's our most technical gifted player and he needs to play every minute, because that's crazy. We can't sit here and say that a 15-year-old is going to be the player who we're going to have all our hopes on at this moment in time. I don't care what
no one has said that. No one has said that Max Dauman should play. No one has said
Max Dauman is our best right winger, and Eze is our best left winger. And I feel like you guys just want to have a go for no reason about random stuff that has no relevance to what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. Yes, we've had problems in the past. Yes, we had problems last year. Yes, Max Dauman might not get to play 17 games as a starter this season. But at the end of the day, he's 15 years old. He's going to cut his teeth in and get bit parts. We're expected to challenge for the league. Teams that are challenging for the league do not embed a 15-year-old to start week in, week out. Like, let's be real. Ethan came in when it was a game that there's certain games that are meant for certain players. And in my opinion, I don't think Liverpool away is a game where you start Max Dauman. It's not necessarily the best. You're setting him up for failure, in my opinion, if you go and do that. Bringing him on late in the game to try to make a difference makes more sense. A game like Nottingham Forest, if we're winning, we're 1 or 2-0 up, you can bring him on after 40 minutes to get a running out. Ethan, he could probably start in a game versus Nottingham Forest, hopefully. You could see a similar situation, Newcastle away. I don't expect these guys to be starting. Maybe they come on late in the game. I think you guys have it completely wrong if you think Max Dauman or Ethan are going to be starting week in, week out. on a regular basis. And if they do, they're going to have to come and take it from the senior pros.
Can I just ask you what? I know you probably got to go. I know you're a family man, and I appreciate your time, Egal, because I know we rarely see eye to eye, but you still did the show. Make sure you're subscribing to Egal Talks Football. The link is in the title. Make sure you're also subscribing to Tony Claude. We did do a show on Egal's channel as well, so go watch that. Egal, I want to ask you, because you're telling us that we are looking for things to complain about, and we're being very negative after 3 games. Yeah,
I never said negative.
Okay, you didn't say negative, but we're being reactionary over the first 3 games, yeah?
Nitpicking.
Okay, fine. Your words, nitpicking.
I think that's nice, right?
Okay, fair enough. Who wins the league this season, in your opinion?
I think Arsenal can win the league. I think we have the best squad. Liverpool have the best attack. We have the best defense, and I think defense wins you leagues. We see how well we can get into the final third and fix our attack against the teams that are lower down the table. I think Arsenal win the league, and I think Liverpool have the best chances probably to win the league based on what everyone is expecting, or odds makers, betting odds. They probably all have Liverpool as the favorites. But in my eyes, I think Arsenal now have all the tools to our disposal to go and get over the line. And if the only question you guys have is the manager, my questions are not about the manager. My questions have always been about the squad, and if the squad is capable of competing, and if we have enough depth and problems to solve. And now I don't think we have as much issues to solve. Defensively, we have cover in multiple areas. Midfield-wise, we have cover in multiple areas. And if Gyökeres can bang in the goals that we expect him to bang in, and Eze can give us a solution on the left-hand side, I think we'll come into the season being one of the most threatening teams, be there and thereabouts. And come the last 10 games, with the experience we have over the last couple of seasons, plus the squad depth, I think we should be able to now do it. It just depends on, people keep talking about Liverpool. We don't control what Liverpool do. We play them twice. Unfortunately, we lost to them once. We have to right that wrong at the home ground. The rest of the games in the Premier League versus the other 18 teams in the league, that's where we can get our advantage. We can't control what Liverpool do. So people need to stop focusing on other teams and how they do things. Focus on us. If we can just go and blitz the teams that we have at home and away from home, get our results however way we can, be it set pieces, be it beating them convincingly like we do West Ham a year ago. So be it. But hey, I do think the defense, the midfield, and the attack has been the best it's ever been in the Emirates era. And we should be able to go get over the line.
Okay, so you have Arsenal winning the league this season, your opinion?
Yeah, I have Arsenal to win the league.
Okay. And there's no excuses, yeah? You said there's no excuses.
I've said that numerous times.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. He believes we're going to win the league. I completely disagree, but he believes we're going to win the league. Tony, who do you think wins?
Have a good night.
Big up, Egal. Big up,
Egal. Big ups, man. Big ups.
Big up.
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
Who's winning the league this season, bro?
I mean, what a war you and Egal, man. What a big war, man. I mean, guys in the chat, are you not entertained? I mean, it's just nice to see Northside and Egal just go to war, yeah, like that, man. I mean, that's legendary YouTube TV. See, I do agree partly with what Egal has said. I do think, yeah, that we have a squad to win the league. This is fact. Yeah, we have the squad to win. I mean, when you have Eze in your team, when you have Gyökeres in your team, yeah, I mean, you just have to give that to us. But the only thing I'm just afraid of is this manager. You know, what is he gonna do when we need someone like Max Doman in the 80-something minute, in the 70-something minute, in the 60-something minute? What is he gonna do when he starts with 3 defensive midfielders? You know, these are the things I'm thinking about. What is he gonna do when someone like Gabriel has sprained his ankle in the training? Would he put him in a match against Newcastle on a cold night in St. James Park? You know, these are the areas I'm having issues with this manager. But if it's for the squad, I think this squad is good enough to win a major trophy this season. My question mark is just on the manager and and on his tactics and how he's going to unleash Gyökeres. Is Gyökeres a 2021-25 goal scorer in a season? Yes, I think so. But would the manager help him out with that? That's where I have a problem. It all circles back to the manager. So that's why my answer will be a little bit cagey, because the manager isn't making it easier for me, man, between Arsenal and Liverpool. But let's see what happens. I need more games to come to more clarity on what happened. That's all I would say.
Nah, I hear it, bro. Listen, big up to everyone that's locked in. I got an emergency. I need to go. We're gonna redirect to who's live? Aaron. We're gonna redirect to Aaron. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Tony, big up to you. Everyone subscribe to Tony. Apologies, people. I need to go. Real talk. I need to go. Family emergency. Northside raid to Aaron stream. Love.
To